Welcome all of you to the online class of biology. So we are going to start the new unit, that is biotechnology. Okay, and the first chapter of it is chapter 11, biotechnology principles and processes. So here we are mainly focusing on the various principles and processes that is done in biotechnology. So you would have heard about biotechnology already, that is use of living organisms or their products, okay, to produce products and processes that are useful to human beings, or in simple way you can say that use of microorganisms for the benefit of human being, okay, or the products from them. The products or the organisms, organisms or the products from them, okay, if we are able to use for the benefit of human kind, then it is known as what? Biotechnology. So in this sense, okay, when we use bacteria, okay, for making curd, okay, by adding an inoculum or a started culture, okay, so that was also a kind of biotechnology, isn't it? When we use Saccharomyces cerevisiae for the production of various kinds of beverages, or when we use it for making the bread or something like that, all this a part of biotechnology when we consider the first definition, that is use of microorganisms or their products for the benefit of human beings. So from the beginning we were using what? Biotechnological methods, okay, means ancient time onwards people were they may not be knowing what the real microorganisms are functioning in this, but still they used microorganisms for all these purposes from ancient time itself. So nowadays biotechnology has developed more, and it also includes what? Various processes like what? In vitro fertilization, we have studied that, okay, which gives test tube baby, isn't it? Then synthesizing a gene means what? If we know the nucleotide sequence of a particular gene for what? Production of insulin or any other things, okay, or the genes which are causing any diseases, okay, any mutation that happened in the genes. So all this we are knowing now, isn't it? The gene sequence we are knowing almost many genes sequences we are knowing. So we can make genes, okay, by adding the particular nucleotide sequences. We can make the genes, we can use it, okay. Then developing a DNA vaccine, okay, or correcting a defective gene, all this are part of biotechnology. Means biotechnology has advanced a lot. Now all this are what? A part of biotechnological methods, okay. So we can the European Federation of Biotechnology, that is EFB, they have given a definition of biotechnology that combines both the traditional view and the modern view, and they defined biotechnology as the integration of natural science and organisms, cells, part thereof, and molecular analogues for products and services. So using of organisms, they are what? Products, cells, or their parts of cells, okay, in or molecular analogues, means which are molecular, the molecules which are similar to the molecules present in the organisms, for products, for getting any products or for doing any services. Services means what? Many services microorganisms can do, okay. So so if we use them for any services for the human kind, or for getting the products, then it is what? Biotechnology. It is a part of biotechnology. Is it clear? So we are going to study various techniques. Among them, okay, the most important techniques that enable the growth of biotechnology are genetic engineering and the maintenance means the mechanism by which we can maintain the sterile ambience. Okay, so means the conditions which is provided to grow the host cells, okay, so that they can produce large amount of products. Okay, so this two in detail we'll see. So the first one is what? Genetic engineering. Genetic engineering means what? It's a technique to alter the chemistry of genetic material. That is, we can manipulate, we can change the DNA or RNA's sequences, and then after changing this, if we are able to introduce this into the host organisms. One simple example I will say, then you will understand. That is the insulin. Okay, you would have heard, it's the hormone produced in our body, isn't it? Pancreas. And in many of the diabetes patients, this insulin produced will be less. So they will have to take external, means from external side, the insulin should be injected to the body. And the insulin that is injected to the body actually came from other animals before. Okay, like pigs or cattle. Likewise, the insulin were used to the insulin were taken from this kind of animals before. Nowadays we are getting what? The human insulin, known as Humulin. Okay, so this is an advantage of what? Biotechnology. Here what happened is that particular gene producing insulin is, okay, means the insulin producing gene was cut from human cell, okay, from the DNA of the human cell, and then it is introduced into the host cells like bacteria or yeast, okay, and then they produce what? And this microorganism, what they will do? They can multiply very fastly, isn't it? In a very small space they can multiply, and as they multiply they start producing the human insulin. Why? Because human insulin is introduced into this kind of microorganisms. Is it clear? Now we can change the DNA, okay, the sequence of DNA or the chemistry of the genetic material, or DNA or RNA can be changed by cutting the genes or by adding the genes. Understood? So this is coming under what? Genetic engineering. That is, any manipulation that is done in the gene sequence is called what? Genetic engineering. Okay, so the technique we will study in detail. So we can cut the genes, we can add the genes, we can alter the genes if any defects is there. Okay, we have studied about mutation and all, isn't it? So this kind of things we can do in the genetic level, that is done with the help of a technique known as genetic engineering. So this development of genetic engineering made biotechnology a successful what method or branch. Understood? So first is what? Genetic engineering. And then this isolated gene should be introduced into the host organism. The common host I told, bacteria it can be, or it can be yeast. Likewise, many microorganisms can be used, and this process should be done in a sterile condition. Okay, and that should enable, that should allow growth of only the desired microbe or eukaryotic cell. Means even though we do this process, okay, all the transfer, gene transfer may not be successful. So we have to selectively identify the cells which undergone the the change or which has taken in the particular gene. Okay, in our case of insulin I am saying. Okay, so that organism should be separated, and it should be allowed to grow in large quantity so that they produce the product. So this kind of techniques allowed, okay, the biotechnology to grow, means to grow. Understood? So we have studied about sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction, isn't it? In sexual reproduction, what happens? There is chance of variation, isn't it? And asexual reproduction, there is less chance of genetic variation, okay, or it preserves the genetic information. Okay, so when we do hybridization, traditional hybridization, what will happen if, for example, you want to combine two good characters, okay, like what? the height of the plant, okay, and or another example you take the size of the fruit and sweetness. Okay, if two plants are having these two different qualities, one is one plant is producing sweet fruits, okay, the fruit is so sweet, and in the other plant the size of the fruit is big but it is not so sweet. And if you want to combine these two qualities, if you do hybridization, there is no surety that when you take out the new plant, it will in that these two desirable characters, like what size of the fruit and the sweetness, would have combined, isn't it? Other chance is also there. So there are lot of chance in sexual reproduction for the combination of undesirable character. Even though you are doing it, the hybridization, even though you are doing for combining two good characters, it is not sure that this desirable characters what you wanted to combine only will combine. Many undesirable genes also will come to the progeny. But in this field, okay, the recombinant DNA, okay, gene cloning, gene transfer, etc. are very excellent solution for this. So by biotechnological methods, we can isolate, okay, that particular gene which is responsible for the sweetness of the fruit, or for the gene which is responsible for the large size of the fruit. That particular gene we can isolate, and then we can introduce into the host, okay. Introduce only one or a set of desirable genes without the introduction of any harmful genes, or you can combine the genes, the qualities, okay. So in this case, what I told just now, if you isolate the gene which is responsible for the larger size of the fruit from the plant which is producing larger fruits, okay, and if you could introduce that particular gene into the host cell of the to the cell, take a cell, okay, from the plant which produces the sweetest fruit, and then into that particular cell, if you introduce the gene for that large size of fruit, then what will happen? These two qualities, which two qualities? That is the sweetness and the size of the large size of the fruit. These two qualities will be combined. And if you are doing that conventionally by by the hybridization methods, you may get sometimes other undesirable characters combination also. For example, instead of combining the sweetness of the fruit and the large size of the fruits, the other two combination, what is that? From the large sized fruit, the other character, that is the large size fruit, I told it was not having sweetness, so that gene and the other, okay, that is in the other plant it was small sized fruit but it was sweet. So small size and the small size and the non-sweetness, that two characters also can get combined. But in biotechnological method, we can combine, we can isolate that particular gene which we need to take, or whose product is useful. That particular gene we can isolate and can introduce, okay. So this is the advantage of biotechnology over conventional hybridization method, okay. So if you isolate a particular gene, you should integrate into the genome of the recipient. Genome means what? The full set of the genetic material, okay. So that gene should be introduced into the genome of the recipient, okay. And then what will happen? If the recipient is a microorganism, it will multiply, isn't it? As the microorganisms multiplies fast, the gene which you introduced also will multiply. But there is one condition, that is the chromosomes, okay. That is, so when you introduce a piece of DNA, okay, that the foreign gene you can say, or you can say the alien DNA, okay. Alien means what? Which is not of the same host cell, okay. So when you are introducing an alien gene or alien DNA part, okay, piece of DNA, we cannot introduce the full DNA of any organism, we'll have to introduce a piece of DNA or the alien DNA into a host cell that may not get integrated into the genome of the organism, or it may not multiply, okay. So if simply introduce the gene into a host cell is not sufficient for that particular gene to get multiplied. Is it clear? So it has to be introduced into a chromosome, okay, of the host cell, which is having a part known as origin of replication. So origin of replication we have studied when we studied that is during DNA replication, okay. From the origin of replication only what will happen? Replication starts. So if the alien gene, alien means what? Which we introduce from any other organism, if that integrate into a chromosome, okay, of the host cell with an origin of replication, then only the alien gene which we introduce will multiply or replicate. Is it clear? Simply if we introduce, it may not get replicated. If we introduce, okay, or if you integrate, that is the word we can use, okay. If that particular alien gene go and get attached to the genome of the host cell which is having an origin of replication, then only what that along with the host DNA, this gene which we introduced will also get replicated. Understood? So that is a must. What? The gene which we introduced, that can be called as what? The alien gene or the foreign gene, okay. So if that get integrated into a chromosome of the host having what? Origin of replication, then only it can multiply. Understood? So this is very important to have a origin of replication. Is it clear? And this process, okay, of making a number of copies of the same gene is called cloning, okay. So cloning you have studied in asexual reproduction also, I think, isn't it? So cloning means what? Cloning clones, the projects of asexual reproduction were called as what? Clones. Why? They are genetically identical. Understood? So here we call this process of making the exact copies, number of copies of the same gene. How it is possible? By introducing that particular gene into a chromosome of the host having the origin of replication. So when the host cell replicate, what happens? The gene of our interest, the foreign gene or the alien gene also replicate, so and produce a number of copies, and that process is called what? Cloning. So cloning is what? Making multiple identical copies of any template DNA is called what? Cloning. Is it clear? So this all are just introductions only. We are going to study the principles, okay, the steps, the tools that are used, that can be used in biotechnology in the following classes, okay. So as I told, the introduction of gene into a chromosome having origin of replication is a must, because if there is no origin of if the gene is not attached to the chromosome with, okay, origin of replication, then that gene cannot what? Multiply, okay. And if it is introduced, then what will happen? Along with the DNA of host, the alien gene or the foreign gene also will get multiplied, and that process by which a number of identical copies of any template DNA is made is called what? The process of cloning. So today what we have studied, just recollect it, that I told what is biotechnology. What is biotechnology? in simple way you can say it as what? The use of organisms, okay, their parts, their cells, their parts of cells, anything, okay, for the benefit of human being, means in the form of products or in the form of service, then it is known as biotechnology. Okay, so in that way, if you think, I told making of curd, making of what various beverages, all this were what biotechnological methods only. Okay, but nowadays biotechnology has advanced with the help of what? Genetic engineering, then tissue culture, okay, the maintenance of sterile atmosphere or condition. All this made biotechnology to develop, and nowadays we can do what? Gene cloning, okay, isolate the gene from any host cell, okay, sorry, host cell, not any plant or any animal, and that can be introduced into a host cell. Okay, then they can be grown, their products can be isolated as in the case of insulin I told. Okay, or these or microorganisms can be used for the services, various services. Okay, one example we can take it as what? The oil spills. Have you heard? Oil spills. So means due to shipwreckage and all, if oil spills happen in the ocean, that oil will get float over the surface of what? This sea water. So it won't be good, isn't it? So to remove that, we can what? Use certain type of bacteria which is having that particular what? Capability to digest this oil. Understood? So this bacteria is genetically modified to do that particular service. Likewise, many what? Genetically modified organisms are there. Okay, then we will be studying in the next chapter. So in different fields, for the products or for the services, we can use the biological organisms or their products or their parts. Okay, so all that together is known as what? Biotechnology. And due to the development of genetic engineering and tissue culture techniques or maintenance, means the conditions where this kind of experiments can be done in a sterile condition, that is very, very important. Okay, so all this made the growth of biotechnology. Okay, and I told for what is the advantage of biotechnology over conventional method? What is that? Because in conventional hybridization techniques, the unwanted genes also may what? Come in the progeny, but here the specific ones, what we decide, that only can be introduced. Then while introducing that particular gene, I told what? There should be a origin of replication, the chromosome with origin of replication into that particular chromosome of the host cell. If we introduce that gene, then only the cloning process will be successful. And I told the definition of cloning. What is cloning? It is the production of multiple identical copies of the same DNA or genes. Hope you understood all this. We will continue in the next class.